Previously, on Dragon Tales, you guys went to a dinner party. Hooray! You saw John Mann. He was very awkward. The other guests at the party were the noble families that you have yet to take it down. Excuse me.
The guards.
Yeah, you had Ilsa, I believe, who is head of the guards, and she doesn't like you because you're a disruptive influence in the town. You had Nathaniel Stonecutter, who's head of the Merchant Guild. He seems to like you well enough. Then you had Lord Arcturus, who is Raphaela's father. I almost said daughter. She is his daughter, who seems to take this as a grand joke. And then you saw the head of the household that you took down coming up from what you assume was the dungeons. And the second he so much as pointed a finger at John Mann, who is the other noble family of the town, he was vaporized, more or less, sending sort of a chilling message to you guys, do not cross John Mann, which he basically used as a reinforcement to everyone present, which was don't cross me. You guys made it back home. You had a nice sleep. And then in the morning, there was you were all summoned to Raphaela's apartments. Let's see here. Full Pint was there, and he said that there were sinkholes around the town. No one was coming out alive. No one understood what was happening. Then Fontaine appeared, saying that people were going missing in the mines, that there were intelligent whispers coming from the deeper levels, mimicking people's voices, and that some of the people who had gone missing had come up stitched together with a message carved into their foreheads: "We remember and we will rise." So you had that. Then you had several guard houses. Ilsa came up and made a big fuss about that. Several guard houses came up. Everyone had their brains devoured. And there was a message in multiple languages saying, basically, give us back the stone or fix the problem the stone was solving, or we'll just start eating all of you, basically. And then there was a big explosion at the base of your tower, which caused a lot of problems, just in general. And you learned later from the servants that it was intellect devourers who took a few of your halflings from the Half Pint gang.
Howlers.
Yeah.
Discount howler.
And the hawks.
They don't have armor that lets them fly.
And but then they basically withdrew, and now there is a tunnel leading into the Underdark that goes directly into your basement.
Isn't the Warframe guy there too?
Fontaine, yes.
Sweet guys, we don't have to travel anywhere. There's a tunnel right in our basement. We just go down to the basement and go to the tunnel. We don't have to travel anywhere.
Go into the Underdark and transform.
Which one is
I don't know that name.
the howler's
Full Pint.
Full Pint? But what's his name? Isn't it is it Felix? Okay. When I heard Fontaine, I thought of Felix.
Okay. Yeah, Fontaine is the Warforged who is in charge of the mines.
The blue-eyed one.
Yep.
Okay. So we have four things: the sinkholes.
Yep. Which no one really knows what that's tied to.
Yeah, we have the mind flayers that want their crystal back.
Yep. Which that was the attack on your tower as well as the guardhouse.
Okay. We have
the mines.
The mines. And was that it? And then the stuff going on with John Mann.
Yep. Which is kind of tied with the couple.
Yeah, it's basically tied with everything.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try asking John Mann if he knows what we can do. He's basically a
I have a feeling that he's not going to care, because the reason that he grabbed all this stuff is to try and go home.
What if he doesn't necessarily? What if he doesn't need to use it anymore after he goes home, and we just put the crystal back?
It's possible.
Or if you use it, we'll put it back.
Yeah. That's a bad idea. Maybe that's a bad idea.
I mean, it's not. No, it's not. So I guess the next question for me would be, what was the crystal doing? And that's the question that I want to try and.
What was it holding?
So, the girl, the leader, she's the one that said no. They apparently all knew what the hell it was.
Oh, yeah, the Ilsa.
Yeah. So, I'm going to ask Ilsa and be like, well, as you can obviously tell, since we're the ruffians, we don't know what that thing was. Can you enlighten me?
As far as we can tell, it was an integral part of a planar anchor. Something that kept the material plane, the Shadowfell, and the Feywild separate. Now that it's gone, these, think like spinning discs, kind of wobbling back and forth. If they touch, friction happens. And friction means that the two materials that are touching get obliterated on a planar scale. And you took the stabilizing pin and gave it to John Mann.
Do you know who John Mann is?
I know that you don't cross John Mann. I know that if you give him a little bit of what he wants, he leaves you alone. I know that you never give John Mann everything that he asks for.
What if getting him everything he asks for gets him out of our hair?
It never has in the past. If you give John Mann what he wants, he will only ask for more. I don't know what his plan is. Everything that he asks for is completely unrelated to any other thing he's asked for before. Trust me, we've been trying for years to figure out what on earth he's trying to do. So far, the best we can come up with is a multi-material statue of himself.
Your character, I think.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay.
What?
No, I said like the character himself.
I have a feeling that this crystal is going to be very close to what he needs.
Cass will pipe in like, so you say it anchors planes. I still have some of that crystal. Can we forge a replacement anchor?
How much do you have?
5 shards, about yay big.
I have a handful. I got some rocks.
I'll have to ask my mages.
What?
Hold on to that.
What if it can hold off long enough for us to possibly have John Mann use it and then give it back? Or see if he even needs it still?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Because I don't think it would work entirely. There's too much force moving around. You need something stronger. But I'm not a mage. So I don't know.
It sounds like the Mind Flayers know what it is.
Do not cut a deal with the Mind Flayers!
One of them already owes us a debt. We saved him from the Necromancer house.
Her face just goes pale.
And I have to castle pipe in. Yes, that house had a mind flayer changer up in their basement.
Oh, I want to hit you so hard.
This is why we're fun.
You did a favor for a Mind Flayer.
Sound like a good
I
idea
want-
at the time.
I want you to think very hard on the name of the creature I just described. Mind Flayer. Do you know what a flaying is? What it is to flay something?
That's why we didn't want to fight it.
First intelligent thing you've said. To flay something means to strip it out, down, layer by layer. They do this to your mind so much that it is their common name. And you helped one. And you let it loose. Do you know how many people it's killed since then?
Do you?
No.
You know how many people I've killed since then?
Rafaela comes like from around the room and just kind of like pats Ilsa like on the shoulder, like I know, it's okay, I understand.
Granted, I've probably healed more than I've killed, but
They're all bad. Just saying, you know.
They were all bad for us.
Just, I have to get back to trying to put the city back together. Fix this. And Rafaela goes, that's what I said, right?
Get us some good mages, and we'll discuss it with them.
we are obviously all in this together.
Thanks to you.
No, it's thanks to John Mann. This is all his.
See,
John Mann has
this
been
is what happens when people, like upper levels, don't tell people what's going on. Because then we can't make decisions for ourselves and be like, yep, dumb.
John Mann has been here for centuries. The city has never had this happen until you four showed up for a month.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Something's happening.
She does the thing where she's like, I'm going to pull my hair. No, I'm going to strangle you. Hair. I'm gone. And she just leaves.
There's never been people as cool and as good as us.
La la la, I'm not listening. La la la. Rafaela goes, get out of my room. Just go do something about this mess. I have to see if there's any way that we can blame everyone else instead of us. Go.
I'm gonna go to Felix.
Okay, you follow him out of the room, basically.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be like, we need to know more about the the mines. This is it. The mines are our responsibility. If we can't get ore, we can't get anything like that, we can't protect the town. Right? That's our building blocks.
You'll be wanting to talk to Fontaine then?
Fontaine!
Yes.
Group huddle.
What do you want?
We need to know more about the mines. What's going on?
Well, you see, if you dig a long hole into the ground and you start pulling out the precious metals, it is called a mine.
I didn't know that.
Good. I'm glad we are making...
Do you know what's going on with the mine?
Well, you see, you hire people and they go down and they do very dangerous and dirty work getting the metals and stones out of the mine, and then you make a profit.
Cool. Would you be able to figure out what's going on with the mine right now?
Like the sinkholes.
Oh, you mean about the whispers that are mimicking people's voices before the people disappear and then coming back up stitched integrally with someone else?
Yeah.
With ominous warnings carved into their foreheads?
Yes,
Yeah.
that. Yes.
Hell no.
Do you know somebody that would love to go in there and try it?
You know, I know a very foolish group of people. Hold on. He does a 360-degree turn. Hey, I have a mission for you guys.
Damn, I'm in. I'm already on it. Hey, could you help us? You can't be stitched back together.
Yes, this worries me. He reaches in.
That's a good point. I didn't get that far in my head.
Yes, this is why I am in charge of mines and you are in charge of breaking things. He reaches into his coat and he pulls out a map. Here are the entrance to the mines that have been attacked. as well as how deep you have to go. I've been having my men paint in luminescent paint on the ground, big X's when they hear things, along with little notes to tell what it is that went wrong.
How many of your men went wrong?
No, they don't go wrong. They go missing.
That's why. Sorry.
We've missed about 40 of them, and about 2 have come back. Although he's a single vote now.
A single what?
Single vote. He's like 2 people. He's 1 person now. It's like a. Does the Siamese twin get 2 votes or 1? Yeah. Yes, you see. These are the big questions.
I'm gonna look at Felix again and be like, Felix, can you get us more information on that? I need
the mines?
I need scouts.
You can have scouts around the mines. I ain't going in. My men aren't going in.
Can they get close and figure out something?
Oh, they can get close and they'll watch about and they'll make sure no one goes in, or if they do, they'll keep track.
Okay, what about the sinkholes then?
I already got men on them.
Okay.
Lost 1, so we can't get within 20 feet
The sinkhole.
of the sinkhole. They disappear.
In the same way as...
No, there's no pulling, there's no tripping, they just kind of... At least that's what happened to Bob.
Damn it.
Do you think that's the friction that she was talking about?
Possibly, but the problem is the building's still there. It's only affecting the living. We threw a dead rat at it, and it was fine. Well, dead still, but you know.
But okay, so that means that something is possibly pulling into a different plane. So it's not like an actual sinkhole in the ground.
Maybe, we don't know.
Well, you don't know if there's a hole in the ground?
Oh, there's a hole in the ground. There's like buildings sticking out of it.
Is it the building that was already there, or is it a different building?
That's an excellent question. I'll start asking the locals.
Okay. We have information. We'll get that. I say we send I want to send a note to John Mann.
A note?
Yeah.
With whom? Like, who's taking it?
Well, how about, like, one of the howlers will run it out.
No, we'll just...
And deliver it.
Hell no!
We'll walk up to his manor and hand it to one of his robot maids or whatever.
We still have no idea what the heck...
Plastic is, yeah.
Well, no, I meant... We have no idea what the heck he is.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, you could probably get the howlers to, or the hawks to...
All you have to do is deliver a note.
Fine. What's the note then?
Okay. It's gonna start with, hello, friend.
Dear John.
John Deere letter? John Deere letter?
It seems some stuff has happened with the town.
No, you gotta praise him. Dear John, you're an amazing person. You gotta praise him first. You gotta inform this.
We would love to have your knowledge on how to fix some of these problems.
You gotta praise us.
Pull up
ChatGPT and have it write our letter to John Mann for us.
Sure. That'll be fun.
Dear John.
Yeah. Go for it.
You are
for that.
If you want to.
I was. We don't have ChatGPT. GPT.
That's all, folks.
In that time.
Dear John, you're amazing. Your processing capacity is unparalleled. You're the smartest being in all the realms or planes. Sorry.
Unfortunately,
we are not. We would like some guidance. I don't know if he would take to that, or he just doesn't care about that kind of stuff.
Are you sure? You don't know until you try.
what I'm saying is, buttering up to him isn't going to do anything.
Yeah.
He would rather just bullet point this, like this question.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Well, maybe it's because everybody asks John Mann for things, but nobody ever asks, how is John Mann? You don't know.
We'll send 2 notes. We'll have
You write one that's all fluffy. You write one that's to the point.
You gotta try both. All 4 of us, we each write one different type of note. One of them is insulting and rude and like some deer.
Yes, insult me.
I don't think you thought this through.
And then he's like, I like this one. That's like the one thing that gets him out as a robot for like 3 seconds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Origami Swan puts it on his like single like the only stops right at emotion. Good. Okay, so yeah, my general stuff is like stuff. Yeah, questions about the
What the heck's going on?
About this?
yeah, about the crystal. Questions about the crystal.
That's aluminum.
If he has any ideas for us to fix it. And like most of this is like we just want your knowledge, we'll take care of it. Right? We are your friends.
We'll make the city pay for it. We just need the knowledge.
See, if something doesn't happen, the city gets destroyed. You're part of the city. We'll take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just be like, this is the main point, but if you have any knowledge on these other things, that'd be cool too.
Okay.
And then here you go.
TLDR, need this.
Yes.
Alright. Cass, what is your liquid barbarian going to write?
I already said it was all of that.
I know, just expand a bit.
I don't even remember. I can't recall.
So you were gonna compliment him first.
Dear John, woman. No. Dear John, man. I would like to I would like to congratulate you for your astounding success. I know you did.
You played us all.
Well played, sir.
Well played. I am glad to be your friend. Friend.
Yeah, in quotes.
I would like to congratulate you on your astounding intelligence. Wow. Put an A in there that's not supposed to be there.
It's alright, he'll understand.
Really?
Yeah, he gets stuck on that.
What is this word?
I think they wish to declare war.
He glitches out.
He just can't read it. Yeah, so he's just like, it must mean this. Falls it up. Let's go.
He reads with autocorrect. I would like
And auto-tune.
One word is misspelled and he just destroys the entire town. He's like a grammar.
Should do one of those kind of things where it's the right amount of letters, but all the ones in the middle are mixed up except for the beginning and the end.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And just, here you go.
And then it just shows him like Godzilla-ing the town going, Okay, so since yours was so easy and so quick, and he's taking time on his, you send it off with a howler, who trots off to John Mance while you're getting everything else figured out and talking to people and all this stuff.
Prepping for the mines.
Yeah,
because nobody else wants to go to the mines apparently.
No.
Whips.
The howler comes back over the course of like an hour and hands you a printed piece of paper, like the friction paper kind of paper, like with the torn off edge.
Like old dot matrix style?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you can write on one side and it gives you two pieces.
Like that. No.
Cool.
You notice that the halfling is still in possession of all 10 fingers and 10 toes.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys are prepping for the mines.
I think so. That seems probably the easiest. I don't think we're going to be able to get into a sinkhole.
The other thing that was brought up but was immediately overshadowed was Sir Nathaniel telling you guys to drop by and join him for like a getting to know you alliance type of meeting.
Okay. Well, I guess like as we're on the way to the whatever, we'll drop our bags at the front gate and walk in and say hi. We got stuff to do, but I guess I can spare 10 minutes. Save the town and all, even though we're evil. It's our way of conquering.
Well, it's just like Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. It's like,
Well, we do. Well, the thing is we're doing everything for the city now.
so the
Right.
city can serve you later.
Is the end of that readable?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Can I help him with persuasion?
sure, go ahead and roll.
The higher roll he gets, the less likely just.
It's John Mann. Anything's possible.
Whoa!
There you go.
So, you get the idea in your head, maybe I had the wrong approach.
Maybe he does have emotions.
I'm going to say the second magnanimous in that letter was your idea.
Okay. So I was like completely opposite. I'm like, you shouldn't have
added
two of the
another
same
tub
exact
of butter.
Yeah, exotic butters for you. Here you go. So, you send that one off with the hawk.
He's like,
As you guys are getting ready to leave, the hawk comes back with a gift basket.
Okay.
In it, so it's like, it's all cellophaned up. It's a wicker basket with a bunch of that plastic, like, grass that they do for Easter baskets.
I hate that stuff.
It's very flowery. It fills the whole cavity that's, like, wrapped in cellophane. It's all crinkly and, like, exactly like you'd find in a grocery store. And he's like, yeah, boss.
You didn't eat any of the chocolate eggs, did you?
What?
What?
No.
Take the thing.
Take it from him like nothing. It's mine.
It's mine. You can't see what's in it. Like, there's too much of the stupid grass stuff in there.
It just looks like a thing of grass.
Where are we right now?
You're literally at the gates, like ready to go off to stop by Sir Nathaniel's place on the way to the mines.
At the gate of what? Our home?
Your place.
I'm like, hey guys, look at this. It's a 1990s Easter basket. No, he doesn't know that.
Easter?
Bull goes, is that like the brand of something? 1990s?
I have no idea. Why I said that or where it came from. I have no idea what it means either.
Like, can you eat it?
Someone's speaking in my head.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
No, the planar
Yeah.
phenomenon are messing.
You are now allowed to break the fourth wall.
Oh, there's a stream raid going on.
What? No. Okay, I guess we can set the basket on the ground and we should probably check. Make sure there's nothing.
Check for traps.
Make sure it's not suspicious.
Rogue.
You should always check your candy
That's
for
Yeah, razor blades.
Nazi regiments. The Nazi regiments hide in the Snickers bars.
Are you going to check for traps?
Yes. Is that sleight of hand or is that?
That is investigation.
Okay.
You just see a flurry of. Look, it's a dragon egg.
11.
Okay. Very carefully, you'll inspect the tie-in. You see it's a simple, like, it's the same knot you use to tie your shoes, just big and ribbony. You pull on that. The whole cellophane thing, like, just opens up. The grass expanding until it opens into a giant nest of plastic shreds designed to look like some sort of technicolor grass. In the middle are two eggs. One a dull red, the other shining white metal. Both are metal, but one is a dull red, the other is shining bright white. You recognize adamantine and mithril. By the way, this nest is about 8 feet wide.
As soon as you. It was a trap!
The howler is like,
Castian just casually lifted like 2 eggs of that material, just like.
Aren't both of those materials like really light?
adamantine weighs, an adamantine chunk that size weighs about 30 pounds.
Okay, so it's not that big a deal.
Mithril weighs about 5.
But it's just as, if not stronger.
It's as strong as iron or steel.
Wait, I wonder if it's one of those types
But
of
half the
eggs.
weight.
that you
It's a
like?
nesting egg? No, we're having an omelet tonight.
Do you try it?
An omelet?
I'll grab the egg and one.
We can't crack it though. Imagine trying to crack those eggs. We can't.
You try to pull it apart. There's something giving just ever so slightly.
Twist.
You twist and it starts to unscrew.
There's no dragon in there, is there?
No.
I thought maybe we were getting mithril and
Wait.
anti-dragons.
Before I get it off all the way, I'd be like, is there a note?
No,
Look at the grass.
no.
This might take a while.
Yeah, you didn't find anything in the grass.
Howler, did he say anything?
No.
Okay.
This weird butler guy took the note in, and came out like 5 minutes later with this thing.
Gotcha. I'll finish on doing it then.
Okay.
Nothing else to lose right now. The world's about to end anyway.
As the threading comes to an end, you feel suddenly a pressure pushing the two ends apart, and you feel a sudden hitch, like a string is being held taut, before it goes pop,